Hey everybody, this is Tanner, Mr. Cricket Crazy, coming at you with another video. This video is making a tag with some awesome tags, and I picked up the Tim Holtz or Rangers craft sheet, protect your work surface, and we got that for, it's a non-stick craft sheet for embossing, stamping, melting pot, painting, ironing, and baking, which I only do stamping, embossing, maybe painting sometimes, I don't know. And it's a really good size craft sheet, so I would look into it if I was you. Then these tags are from Ranger. They're the Ranger ink. It includes 20 6 1/4 by 3 1/8 tags. It's number 8 size manila, which I like the white ones better, but those are the only ones there. So here's our tag, and I picked up some new colors of embossing ink, which I think the other new color is not here. I think it's away from here. So we'll take care of that later. And we're going to be working with Trees today. Mr. Cricket Crazy, myself, stamps. We'll be using this tree right here. This tree right here. And we'll just go ahead and put that on a block. Let's use a bigger block. This is a little oversized block, but you know, it will work. I think we'll stamp it like right in the middle, and then we'll go this one right here and go green. So that's what we'll do. So, here's this. We need a bigger block. We don't need one. I just like to have a lot of room when I'm stamping. Okay, so here's our manila tag, and we're going with Go Greens. So we want to use some good green colors. I've got a lot of different colors. So we're going to start out with this peeled color. And you want to go in off the page into the page. Just like as you see me doing. And you can tell that I'm getting my craft sheet pretty dirty, because the ink's getting on the craft sheet and the tag. Then I'm going to show you a technique to make some really cool ribbon. But, you know, there's that. Then we're going to put some of this in. This is a lighter green, which kind of looks like a yellow. And that just brightens it up. And then to tone it down, I think you might want to use some vintage photo. See, I don't know what these colors show up on these tags, so we're going to take a sample tag. This is going to be our sample tag. So this is like a vintage photos, like your brown, I guess I would call it. So we're going to add just some brown, because brown is part of trees. And see, we're going to make this one of those tags that aren't always like shaded in really deeply. And you're looking more of the tag than the stamps and everything. So the stamp would go there, and the other stamp will go right down there. So that'll all work out. I'm going to try out this Tim Holtz Distress Embossing Pad with this Go Green stamp. And if it works, we won't have to use the tree. But if it don't work, we'll be using the tree. I'm going to turn that light over there because I can't really tell. And it seems to look pretty good. So I'm just going to ink it up some more. And this embossing pad seems to be working really well. With the stamp, this is what I like about his ink pads, because it can make any stamp look distressed. Like that font, but it's not the stamp, it's the ink pad. So I think that's really cool. And then we can put some embossing powder on it, which I have right here. And let's take a sheet of cardstock. And you have a lot of time to work with this, I've heard. So don't worry. And this seems to work really good at stamping up embossing powder, so it might work really good. I don't know. And it looks to showed up really good. And I used too strong of cardstock, so it might not be in that well. Put it back in our little thing. Throw this sheet of cardstock away in the garbage can. put the lid on this because you don't want to get out the heat tool while embossing, because it will definitely get all this everywhere. I've had to do that before. Okay, now that we have our heat tool, we're just going to heat this really fast. And this is just how I like to heat, emboss. And this might be an epic fail. I don't know. Okay, so after that's been heated, you can tell the nice, it's kind of sticky at the moment, but it'll dry. And I kind of got some other stuff everywhere, so. Then we're going to do this, since it works so well, I like doing the recycle symbol. And this, just to let everybody know, I'm using this, it's the Tim Holtz Distress Embossing Ink Ranger. So you might want to go pick that up, because I really like these. Whew. It stuck. And I think I'm going to use some different embossing powder on these two right here, just to give a different effect. So let me go get some. Okay, so I didn't really plan to do all this, so I apologize for running back and forth. So we got that, and then we've got this. We need a really flimsy sheet of cardstock. Okay, can need the tag. Move all this out of our way. And then we can ink this right here. Try not to get it on anything else. And then we can put it on the other one. Okay, so we got that right there. We can move all this out of our way. And then we can emboss this right here. And this has been my first tag, official tag, that I've made. I made another one like this. And I was going to show you how to make this cool ribbon, but we'll do that in another video. So this is my first tag. Then here's my second. And it just says Go Green and has those two. So thanks for watching, Mr. Cricut Crazy. Hope you have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.